So, this is what I don't understand. I don't understand how people have so much smoke for Candace calling Ashley wide-bodied, but you didn't have a problem with Phaedra when she talked about Kenya's infertility issues, said that the only way that she would be able to have a baby is if she went down to a sperm bank. You didn't have a problem when Phaedra called Kenya oatmeal pie face. It wasn't an issue. You didn't have a problem when Karen talked about Gizelle's stovepipe legs, talked about her neck. You didn't have an issue when Ashley said that Monique was a drunk who drove her car into a ditch. Make no mistakes, I made no mistakes, and Monique knows that. You didn't have a problem when Ashley said that the reason Monique had a miscarriage was because she was a drunk. You didn't have an issue when Ashley went after Katie and her mental health. You didn't have an issue when Ashley talked about Ray's penis. You didn't have an issue when Karen called Gizelle a whore from Hampton University and talked about her fiery box. And girl, they say allegedly Gizelle was in a mental health institution and she referenced, that's why she said something about Sing Sing. So all of these things that we've seen these women say on these shows, where you draw the line at is when it comes to Candace. And that's how I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers are fake and fraud. Because if you're going to have smoke for Candace, bitch, you should have had smoke for Karen a long time ago, Ashley a long time ago, Phaedra a long time ago, right? Girl, Phaedra and Portia were the ones who was planting seeds on Real Housewives of Atlanta about Candy Burris and Todd. Girl, talking about that was, girl, we already know what the rumor was. But y'all want Phaedra back on y'all TV screens. Y'all think Portia is America's favorite housewife. So I'm not understanding this hatred that you have towards Candace, but no one else. I don't understand why a lot of you get so upset when Candace gets Ashley ass together and also talks about her creep of a husband. The simple fact that a lot of y'all are willing to defend Michael Darby and Ashley Darby over Candace lets me know y'all hoes are fucked up here. Girl, your hatred for Candace runs real deep, girl, and that's problematic. You would rather defend a sexual assaulter, Michael Darby, who has been putting his hands on men since season 1, before you protect the black women. Sometimes I be sitting here thinking, bitch, are you watching the same show as everybody else? Are they watching a different season? I thought we was on season 6. Maybe they on season 8 and I ain't caught up yet, right? And maybe it's these secret seasons that's on Peacock or Netflix that they ain't told the other girls about. No tea, no shade. Y'all know I love this person to pieces. But I saw Funky say that Wendy owes Monique an apology. And the thing that I couldn't understand is, why does Wendy owe Monique an apology when Wendy never really had a problem with Monique? She had a problem that Wendy put her hands on her friend. And if y'all are going to say that Wendy was right about Gizelle, and that's why that Monique was right about Gizelle, and that's why Wendy should apologize to Gizelle, then if the problem was with Gizelle, then why did she fight Candace? And why would Wendy come into a situation taking other people's word on how this person behaves instead of trying to get to know the person for herself, right? Because I think that's the whole thing, right? I'm not going to judge you based off what other people tell me. I'm going to get to try to know you for myself. And until you prove otherwise, I'm going to say that this person is all right in my book. I don't think Wendy owe Monique shit. Nothing. Because again, if Wendy owes Monique an apology about Gizelle, then that means that the problem was with Gizelle, which means Monique should have fought Gizelle. Are we on the same page? Okay, we're not on the same page. All right. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into this review, and then I'm gonna get off of here. This internet in this hotel is horrible, so I don't think these videos will be up until I make it home tomorrow. Girl, I tried to upload a couple videos and that was like, it's gonna take 59 minutes. Girl, I'm in Atlanta. Girl, I'm sorry, but I cannot be waiting in no room for no 59 minutes for no video to upload. Girl, I can be out in the street with these men. Hello. So Mia is preparing to have lunch with her mother. Boom. Wendy and Eddie. Let me just say this. Y'all know Wendy my favorite. But I hope Eddie ain't out in these streets. I hope he ain't, because the way you went to town for your husband, which is all right by me, if that man make you look like a fool. I mean, Eddie made some good points about, but basically Eddie doesn't, talk to his family because they didn't like Wendy for whatever reason, child. So why would I give up all of that, as far as, not talking to my mother, my father, my family, to be with this woman who I love and then mess that all up because of some hoe in the street, basically. And that sounds good coming out of the mouth, right? That sounds logical, right? But we just know that these niggas ain't shit and they move different in these streets, right? So all I'm saying is, Mr. Chocolate, Eddie fine as hell. But, I'm gonna stop looking at people's husbands. But, girl, Eddie, if you cheat on Wendy, I'm whooping your ass when I see you. Well, I'm not gonna whoop your ass. I don't fight, girl. I'm gonna help Wendy whoop your ass. You hear me? I'm gonna tie your ass down because I'm big enough to tie your ass down, and I'm gonna let her whoop your ass. Do you hear me? But I don't know. They say Eddie was unfollowing a whole bunch of IG models. And girl, you ain't making it no better if that is true, allegedly, right? Anyways, so the Reasonably Shady podcast. It's not anything that I would tune into to listen. That Gizelle and Robin are just not that interesting to me to want to just tune in and listen to them talk. However, I will say what I saw on the television show. Gizelle may be a pessimist, right? She may be projecting sometimes, but I'm with Gizelle on this one. You can say what you want to say about men, cheating and not every man cheat. While it might not be 100%, ain't nothing ever 100%, right? Well, some things are, right? Like I was upstairs in my sister room last night, and I was talking to, it was him and some of his friends were up there, and we were talking, and I was like, well, girl, even on Maury, girl, ain't, when they do paternity tests, it ain't never 100. They gonna give you a 99.99999%, right? So we know that all men don't cheat, but I just think that if you do your own research, like remember that time Lonnie Love had got on television and said something about, all black men cheat or something like that, and people got so pissed off. And I remember having a conversation. With a couple of people. And I was like, well, let's just do this right now. I said, let's think about all of the dudes you know. And how many of them are faithful? Zero. I have my pen. Zero, baby. So all the dudes that you know that are married with kids and wives, right? 0%. All them hoes are in the street. And then when I look at the people that I know, I'm not gonna put the number out there. When I look at the people that I know, so is it far-fetched when you talk about men being faithful, black men being faithful, whatever? It's not far-fetched to say that a lot of these motherfuckers ain't faithful. It's not. You just do your own research. Out of you, your sisters, your cousins, your mamas, your aunties, your gay friends, how many of them are faithful? So you can say that Gizelle ain't got no man and this and that. It still don't change the facts, baby. Sorry. And then look how many motherfuckers that we see on TV that ain't shit. So is it really too far? Is it really far-fetched what Gizelle is saying now? She says if you stay with a man long enough, he gonna cheat on you. Pretty much. I believe the same thing. Y'all know I've been saying that. I know I'm about to shake the table a little bit some more. When I look at these people, when they be together for 15, 20, 25 years, oh, this nigga done put you through some shit. Or y'all done put each other through some shit. But it ain't just been all roses. You know, when they be like, my grandmama and my grandmama been together for 49 years. And I said, I bet that bitch was probably only happy for 7. Sorry. Because Big Daddy was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. Motherfucker probably got 3 and 4 kids on the other side of town. That shit happened in real life. I told y'all somebody I work with, girl, was at their granddaddy funeral. This was a few years ago. Was at their granddaddy funeral, girl. And there was 2 people at the funeral sitting like in the front rows. And they was like, who are these people? Girl, come to find out, that was their daddy children. The grandmama knew. So they had cousins on the other side of town that they didn't even know existed. The grandmama knew that the daddy had the kids, but didn't nobody else know. That's real life. Hello? That's somebody who I know. Her number in my phone right now. Anyway, child. So Gizelle, now this is what Gizelle is like. Gizelle, you full of shit. Gizelle don't give the advice that she keeps for herself out. Like Gizelle says, I feel, how I feel about me will always be more important than how I feel about a relationship. But girl, you're saying that, but girl, you telling Robin basically one with his fine ass ain't enough motivation for you. I don't know, Gizelle, shut up. Robin says the stuff that she put up with when she was younger will not be the things that she puts up with while she's older. And I just refuse to believe that. Here we go shaking the table again, right? I think that when a lot of people get into these relationships, if you don't leave when you find out your nigga ain't shit, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4 years into the relationship, you're not leaving when you invested. I've been with him for 15 years. Because it's so late into the relationship and 10, 15, 20 years have passed by. Now you got 2 sons together and you just bought a house. It's going to be harder for you to walk away. So no, I don't believe women when they say, oh, if he messed up now, I'm leaving. No, because you didn't leave the first time when he cheated 8 years ago or 12 years ago. You're not leaving 15 years later, 2 sons, a house and all that. You're not leaving. You're going to then at that point sit down and start making up all these excuses of why it might be all right to stay. Well, we got 2 kids. They about to graduate from high school. I don't want to, mess up their life and have them having to go from house to house. We just bought this house. We've been together for 15 years and it's going to get better. Girl, Robin, you ain't going nowhere. And a lot of y'all bitches don't go nowhere. And that's just what it is. Sorry. Start leaving and I'll change my opinion. Hello? Does Chris work? Girl, every time I see Chris on TV screen, baby, he got a glass in his hand, okay? I said he got a glass glued to, he got a glass, no, I said a hand glued to that drink. Oh, child. Candace tells Chris, Gizelle was being messy. They kind of laugh it off, whatever. Can I say something? The smoke that Candace has for Ashley would never be the smoke that she has for Gizelle. Candace likes Gizelle. She can tolerate Gizelle. Candace don't like Ashley. It's no different than Karen and Gizelle, Portia and Kenya, Nene and Kenya, Phaedra and Kenya. Like, they just don't like each other. But for whatever reason, y'all want Candace to treat Gizelle like she treat Ashley, when the truth of the matter is she like Gizelle. She don't like Ashley, and vice versa. It's really not hard to understand. Like, I was talking to my sister and them, and even my friends last night about, Wendy getting her body changed. I was like, it's not hard to understand. Like, it does not take a rocket scientist to see that the reason why Wendy is showing off her body more is because she thinks her body looks better. And who the fuck goes under the knife and gets all this work done and then don't show their body off? Like, nobody, like, it does, an explanation is not needed on, well, Wendy done changed. Maybe she should say this. No, she don't. She actually doesn't. I know if a bitch go get a tummy tuck, a liposuction, she's going to have on a crop top, baby, in 2 months. I know if she go get her titties done, baby, that shirt going to be pulled down to here, right? I know if she get her ass done, she gonna have on some goddamn compression tights, girl. She gonna have on skinny jeans. I just think that's like, I don't know, girl. Anyways, no forehead, you are messy. Candace be on Ashley ass, and y'all don't like it. Y'all don't like the fact that Ashley been the messiest bitch on the show, and now she done met her match, and girl, Candace gets Ashley together every time. Every time. Every time. Robin calls a life coach. I was kind of confused. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a life coach. But I would have, girl, they say, I guess if you're mentally and emotionally healthy, then I guess you don't need I guess that's the conversation that we're having. I felt like, I don't know, girl. I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out, girl. Mia and her mother. Listen, we all grown. We all make our own choices. We all do what we want to do, right? With that being said, Mia, it's hard for Mia to talk about, not Mia, Mia's mother. I don't know her name. Mia's mother, it's hard for her to talk about Mia's father or her ex-husband, ex-man, ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, I guess. She says he was the one who introduced her to drugs. Again, we grown, we make our own decisions, but I do believe, even with that being said, that sometimes you really can't get involved with the wrong crowd or the wrong people. I have started to realize that. Like, even when, when I talk about like parents, like y'all gonna hoop and holler when your son become a doctor or whatever, but then, when they become a crackhead, now it's, I don't know what happened. Well, you want to take credit for him becoming a doctor, take credit that he a crackhead whore, right? But I also understand too that as grown people, even sometimes, as teenagers, we make our own decisions. No matter what our parents tell us. They may tell us to go right and we want to go left, and it is what it is. But I do believe that, you know, when it comes to Mia's mother and the father, like that father was just no good. From what I can see so far, it doesn't seem like Mia's mother is just this trifling person. It just seems she got caught up with a man who wasn't shit. Mia burnt herself while the mom was at work, and I think he was downstairs cheating with another bitch, right? Mia's mother tried to kill herself, tried to commit suicide over this man. Girl. Karen, the wedding being the inside looks absolutely gorgeous. The outside, not so much, right? She said her first dress cost $10,000. The second dress, this is what I don't understand, because I think Eva did the same thing on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Why do you, if the purpose of getting a second dress is to dance and move around, why would you go get a dress that's pretty much the same as your wedding dress? Just keep your wedding dress on if that's the case. I would think you would want something that doesn't have as much to it, not so tight, something just a little loose. Probably, I saw this one white girl. She had like on a white jumpsuit, and then she had like, you know, like it was like the wedding gown. You know how they connect the wedding piece to the jumpsuit, but it didn't look like they just put it there. It actually looked like it went with the jumpsuit. Fly as hell. It kind of reminded me of Lady Gaga in that jumpsuit she wore to the Oscars one year. Was that the Oscars? I think. Anyways, child, I would think that you would want to do something more, just kind of like still sexy, cute. I don't know, girl. Because them dresses that Karen was trying on, I was like, girl, you might as well just keep the first dress you're going to have on. You can't even sit down in the second dress, girl. Anyway, so how you going to dance in it? And move around to the crowd and talk to people? And I don't know, girl. That's her wedding. Wendy and Robin are not invited to... Wait. Wendy and Karen are not invited to Robin's birthday dinner. Now, this is the thing. We know that Wendy wasn't going to receive no invite because she just told Robin, girl, bitch, your relationship, you don't even know shit. Because you, girl, basically, right? Whatever she told Robin. I guess Karen is the same way because quiet as this kept, Karen and Robin don't really fuck with each other like that. They tolerate each other. But, you know, Gizelle has it bad throwing people's stuff and then not wanting to invite people that she don't like. Like, she did that shit when she was throwing that party for Ashley, and she was like, I'm not inviting Karen. And Ashley was like, no, invite Karen. Like, how you gonna throw something for me, and then, because you don't get along with the bitch, don't invite them? No, that's not how that works. And I don't think that I think that if Karen would have been there, I don't think it would have been that big of a deal. Like, Wendy being there, it could have been an argument. But Karen being there, I don't think it's that much smoke between Robin and Karen where Karen can't come to the birthday dinner. Like, girl, just come on. Right? I don't know. Anyways, child. So, Chris. This is what it comes down to, Chris and Candace. Candace, you need to stop being fucking cheap and hire someone who can give your career the attention that you want it to have, right? And the attention that you request and expect. Because truth be told, Chris said he volunteered. Ain't nobody gonna give a fuck about nothing that they doing, especially if they doing it for free. Sorry. While yes, people do stuff out the kindness of their heart all the time, it's not like they gonna give you, because now you see what he's saying. Well, I gotta go to work next week, so bitch, what you want me to do? That's pretty much what he told her. Look, I got 2 classes next week, so what? Chris, if you knew that you were not able to give 100% to Candace's career as her manager, you never fucking should have volunteered. You should have said, no, I think that what we should do is go hire you someone so that person can be there whenever you need them. I'm not able to give your career the attention that it needs because I'm focused on my own career. So now y'all in a restaurant, girl, cussing each other out because Candace wants you to give her some attention that you're not able to give her as far as her career, right? Ashley's tagline is, the only thing messier than two boys is me. Like, that's literally Ashley's introduction to the world on Real Housewives of Potomac. That's how she introduces herself to the world. The only thing messier than two boys is me. But for whatever reason, y'all gonna have to, I'm gonna keep saying this, but y'all gonna have to really do some soul searching, because there's no way that y'all go up for Ashley, go up for Karen, go up for Gizelle. Oh, well, you know what, Gizelle, she understands the assignment. She's just doing her job, right? Ashley literally came, started some shit, got her shit, and then left. But Ashley understands the assignment. I know Mia done told 15,000 fucking lies, but it's okay. Karen, no, we love Karen. But then, girl, when we go to the other side of the color spectrum, right? When we start getting to the darkest girls, it's, oh, I can't stand Wendy. And the only reason why y'all like Wendy now is because she low-key got Gizelle together, right? Oh, I can't stand Candace. I can't stand Kenya. Y'all, Ashley is, girl. And I have to keep saying this, because I feel like people like, girl, Ashley is the messiest bitch on Real Housewives of Potomac. Girl, she told you. Girl. But y'all mad at Candace because Candace meets her with the same smoke that Ashley gives everybody else. I don't give a fuck if Ashley have 6 babies. It don't change the fact that Ashley is messy as fuck and her husband is a sexual predator. It don't change the fact. I don't give a fuck about nobody having no goddamn baby. If you messy, you messy. And that's where y'all go with it. Y'all think that just because Ashley has had a baby, now all of a sudden it just changes everything that Ashley has done. It does not. It does not. Everybody can talk about everybody's looks, but as soon as Candace mentions something about wide body, it's, oh my God, she's mom shaming. She's mom shaming. You didn't have a problem when Phaedra was mom shaming or calling Kenya. The only way you're going to have a baby is if you take your ass to the sperm bank, right? Now check that. Y'all don't have a problem with none of that. You don't have a problem with stovepipe legs. You don't have a problem with oatmeal pie face. But now it's a problem. No. The problem is, y'all don't like Candace because she dark-skinned. Y'all don't like Candace because she comes from a privileged family. And like I told my friends last night, truth fucking be told. Truth fucking be told. Candace is the only one that didn't have to lay down with a man for her lifestyle. From Monique to Karen to Robin to Gizelle to, what's her name? Well, they say Robin, not really. Ashley, everybody would not have that lifestyle if it wasn't for their man. And I'm not down for marrying for security, but it does not take away from the fact that, girl, in order for you to have that lifestyle you had, girl, it was because of your man. Y'all don't like the fact, girl, I'm tired, girl. Candace, that bitch do a lot of shit. And I don't mind, because when I was on Candace's ass, when she spent that money on that wedding, and her mama was popping her with purses, and her mom was arguing and fussing and crying, and I was like, bitch, you a goddamn fool for taking that $250,000 and putting it towards a wedding, not going to buying the house. Didn't nobody say shit. When I was on Candace's ass that season, didn't nobody say shit. I don't have nothing to really say about Candace, because truth be told, truth is Candace really ain't in no shit this season. She not. Girl, let me start packing up, girl. This room look a hot ass mess. Did I tell you I brought so many clothes with me? Bitch.